Welcome to The Exchange. I'm Dan Riley. The Exchange is a streaming internet talk show and podcast of interviews with noteworthy people about their lives, ideas, and current events. This week I sit down with undocumented immigrant Jose Gonzalez. Jose talks about his upbringing and family in Guatemala, risking his life for a chance to enter America, and his reasons for wanting to live and work in the United States. As a side note, Jose Gonzalez is a pseudonym used for his protection. Welcome to the show. Today I'm sitting down with Jose Gonzalez. And Jose, first I'd like to thank you for coming on the show and talking to the listeners about your life and your life story. I'd like to start just by talking about you and your life. This show is going to be about immigration and coming to the United States. You've been in the U.S., I know, for a number of years. And I guess my first question I'd like to know is, what made you interested in coming to the United States? Were there reasons, primarily one or two reasons for you to come here? What made you interested in the U.S.?
So, the first thing is because my country is difficult to live. So, have to immigration to United States to find another job, make some money and for the family.
And I know, if I remember correctly, you come from Guatemala.
Yeah.
And in Guatemala, I think you were 25, 26 years old, something like that?
Yeah, I was 24.
24.
Yeah, 24.
And as a 24-year-old, and my understanding is that you were married and had children, correct?
Yeah, I'm married.
Married, right.
I got 3 children.
And before you came to the U.S., what was a day in your life like? What were the job prospects? Were there any jobs in Guatemala or not really?
Yeah, I had a job, but it's not enough to make, because I had 3 children already, so I need to make more money to them. So. And
without a job in the United States, or without a different job, if you continued with the job you had in Guatemala, was it, I don't have a place for them to live, I don't have enough food for them to eat? What were the major problems you knew that your family would experience without another job?
So they're happy with me because right now they are better than before. So.
Yeah. And then was there one moment at which, when you were in Guatemala, you talked to your wife or talked to your friends that you decided it's worth the risk to go to the United States? How did that happen?
Yeah, I was talking with her like half a year to make the plan. How can I come into here? Because it costs a lot of money and it's difficult to come in over here. Sometimes people can come in, sometimes people dead, and it's so difficult.
Did you know anyone who had made it to the United States successfully from Guatemala, or would you have been the first person to come from Guatemala to the United States?
From my family?
From your family or even your friends?
Yes, many friends, they're coming before than me. And also I had a brother. He was in LA for a year only, and he came back. Yeah, and he told me some ideas about for the road, how people coming, and also for the job in this country.
Is it pretty common for people who are 25 in Guatemala, a man with children, to start thinking about what you were thinking about, which is, there aren't great jobs here, I'm responsible for my children now, the United States is sort of the top choice, it's the best choice right now for myself and my family? Is that pretty common in Guatemala?
Yeah, we don't have the other country to go. Yeah, so this is the point to everybody coming.
So take me through what it was like to make that decision. You talked to your wife for 6 months. You decide the United States, trying to go there is the way to go. Your brother was already here. Were there people you needed to call to get, I don't know, a bus ride or a car ride from Guatemala to Mexico and then into the United States? Or how did that work?
Yeah, we have to find somebody who knows how come to here.
Mm-hmm.
So, usually my trouble, it was for the other person who comes to United States, but he can't. So he come back and he decide I don't wanna go anymore. So that person, he pays to the people already like $1,500,
Mm-hmm.
and the money it was for my brother. My brother borrowed the money to him, and he didn't want to come back. So, and also he doesn't have money to give to my brother.
Mm-hmm.
And he asked my brother, do you have somebody who wants going? And I heard that with them, and I asked my brother what happened. So my brother told me I borrowed my money to him, but he doesn't wanna give me my money back. And I'm thinking, that's why I'm talking with my wife, and I decide I can go, I can try. It's usually they like to bring people 3 times for like $1,500, 3 times, and if people can cross, the money is lost. So that person, he tried 2 times, and the last time it was my time, so I was lucky to cross. Just the Mexico, it's like $1,500. Just Mexico. For the cross the border, it's like a $3,500. Yeah.
So $1,500 just to get through Mexico, and then and then $3,500 to go to try to go from Mexico to the United States.
Yeah. So that's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money. And you borrowed that money, or how did you pay for that?
I used my brother's money.
Okay.
So $1,500.
Mm-hmm.
I used that money, and the other money when I cross already. So I have nephew and cousin in LA. So they pay that.
The $3,500.
Yeah, $3,500. They pay everything, and so I'm in the United States. I have to give back the money.
So tell me what the experience was like in the van or in the car going from Guatemala to Mexico, and then Mexico to the United States. What kind of car are you in? What's the experience like? So
in my country, my brother drive me like 5 or 6 hours through San Marcos. It's the city where I meet with the people who bring people to the United States. So my brother drive me 5 hours, and after that, just they take me and cross the border from Guatemala to Mexico, like walk and the mount or something. And after that, we have to use different. We have to run, we have to walk, and use the car and bus or pickup, different. For like 4 days. sleep in the ground, sleep in old houses and whatever. So nobody wants to immigration watch us. So for around the 5 days, and after that we have to catch the train at Mexico. Arriaga, I think it's the name from the city. We had to catch the train, and we used the train around like 4 days in Mexico. And after like 10 days, we are in DF, Mexico. So we can use the regular transportation bus because we can't. So just use the taxi and pickups and train.
And so from Mexico DF, from Mexico City, then eventually maybe the most dangerous part is coming up, which is getting from Mexico City to the United States.
I think the most dangerous is the train, because many people stealing in the train. So you can check in YouTube. So you can watch the train and cross from Arriaga to Mexico, to the DF. You can see everything there.
So, and it's the train going from one part of Mexico to Mexico City that's the most dangerous, or from Guatemala?
This is one of the dangerous part. Yeah, because a lot of people stealing in the train. So
they steal money, or they steal people?
Money.
Money.
Just money.
Okay.
Yeah, because they know they start to traveling. So
they know that people are going there to try to leave the country.
Yeah,
and so they're carrying money with them.
They carry money. Yeah, I was carrying like $300. Yeah. But I finished it. We eat my food, and if somebody stop us and ask for papers, because we are not from Mexico, so they watch us and they stop. Hey, where is your papers? Where are you guys going? So we have to say, yes, we're going to find a job and over there. So okay, just give like 500 pesos to us, or 1,000 pesos. 1,000 pesos like $100. So just give it to them. If we don't have any, so they put in the jail in Mexico, and they throw to Guatemala, return. So
did that happen to you, where someone came up and said, "Where are your papers?" or no?
No. Was lucky in my way. So the other part of the entrance is in Monterrey, because I coming for the frontier. So too many frontiers across the border.
So you get to Mexico City, and then what's the route from Mexico City to the United States? Do you go directly north, or do you go through Texas? How did the route?
Coming to Texas.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't remember the city. And Texas. I was in Nuevo Laredo. Nuevo Laredo. I come in for that place. So that's the part is difficult to explain, because it's different. So they don't want to watch us, because the people call Zetas.
Are those the coyotes?
No, they're not coyotes. Zetas, people stole people. Yeah. So that part it's too difficult to us because sometimes they are in the river, on the river. So Rio Grande, Rio Grande, that's the river. Sometimes they are hiding in there to stealing people, and we have to be careful with them, and also be careful with immigration from the United States.
So the people who steal people, are they similar to the train where they would steal your money, or they would steal actual people, human beings?
The coyotes have to pay them some money for each people, like $400 for each people. So we are like 30 people, so they have to pay for everybody to the other people. They're hiding in the mountain, Mexico. If they don't, that's the problem. They stealing people or make problems with them.
What would they attack if they weren't paid off? If they didn't receive their $400, these people would physically attack the people trying to get through Mexico, or would they kill them, or what would they do?
I don't know. They hiding people and try to make who is the people, where they come from, who's the family, where is the family. And if they know who is the people, if he has a family in the United States, they try to make calling and, hey, give me 5,000. If they are not, they try to kill him. So that's that.
And so I guess the last part is the immigration, the difficulty of facing the immigration officers to get into the United States. When you get to that point, are you in the back of a van? Are you hidden somewhere in a van, or where were you, and how did that work?
So we crossed the river. If the immigration at other side, we had to come back. That's the other part when the people die in the river, because they can swimming or migration take them. So, and after that we had to hide in the other side. This side is the country. Had to hide for a long time. Sometimes for day, 2 days. It depends when the migration moved to other place. And the coyotes have to make the plan. If the migration, they are walking around where we are hiding, they have to make the other plan, the other side on the river. So they move to there and we cross. So many houses, old houses in Texas, I don't know the name. We hiding in there, and somebody take us with the car and put on the freeway, and somebody else take us in the freeway and put in some other place, like a movie, something like that, and like a pickup 4x4, and just we have only the minute. People go in the pickup, and that's it. If the people can't go into pickup, they live in the ground at the street, so they can wait for everybody. But we are like 30 people, so 3 pickups, 10 in each. So we have a minute for do that.
To do the transfer.
Yeah, just a minute.
Were you terrified during this whole experience? I mean, during that, however many days this took, I mean, are you just anxious the whole time? What did you feel like?
Just thinking what do I need to do. Thinking and wake up, everything's happened. And yeah, that's what I'm doing all this time. Thinking when they said, okay, let's go. Let's go. I always try to be together with the coyote. That's why because the migration take run to us like 3 times, and the coyote lost like 15 people, but not me. So from Guatemala we come four people, only 4, and the other rest we meet with them in the Monterrey. And when the migration run to us, my friends, my other 3 people from Guatemala, they come back to Guatemala.
They caught them.
Yeah. So.
And they didn't catch you because you were right next to the coyote, and the coyote had a car to put you in, or just knew where to go?
Yes, he knows where is the river, or where can he hide. Yeah, he knows everything. So just run, and I go with him. And he told me, don't come with me, go that way. And I said, no. I go with you. Wherever you go, I go with you. So that's why I was lucky too.
Is this all happening at night or during daytime?
All the time.
All the time?
All the time. 2 times in the night and 2 times the afternoon. And 1 time in the morning, like 6 in the morning. And that's terrible for us. Can't sleep.
The people you were coming over with, they must also be thinking and nervous and anxious. Were people throwing up? Were people crying? How did people react when you were going through that? Because basically their whole life is on the line.
Yeah. Yeah, people crying and nervous, and I don't know what are they thinking, but I always try to be relaxed. I don't know. I feel relaxed. So I know I had to pay like 1,500, but always I think relax. I'm thinking I have no money to pay, so nobody. I don't want to. Everybody. I don't want to immigration take me. So that's what I'm thinking. They can't take me, and that's it.
Was there a point at which in the United States you finally thought, I made it? It worked.
Yeah.
And if so, when did that happen?
Say again.
Was there a point when you realized to yourself, I'm the lucky one? It worked.
Yeah.
I'm in the United States. I can start working here, and I might not get caught. I might be able to have a life in the United States.
Yeah, that's when I thinking that make me strong, and yeah, I feel better. And I hear a lot of things, a lot of bullshit with everybody. People dead, people broke their arms and legs, and many things happen. And so I try to can hear them, so I have to be relaxed. And the last trip with we are on the freeway. We are 20 person and like a van, and hiding in the, I don't know what's the name for that.
The compartment on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was terrible because I was too castigate, like
Hmm.
so for 7 hours through Houston, from Texas through Houston for 7 hours. That was the last trip. Had to be hiring, and after that, I feel better. I talk with my cousin and my nephew. They say, okay, that's it. Bingo.
And they were in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
And so did you go from Houston to Los Angeles to meet them?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's the last. Just they paid, and the coyote is in the Houston. Okay, you have to go with your family. Everything is okay. So that's the last. Yes, they pay the right. Somebody drive to people. Yeah.
And then did you take a bus from Houston to Los Angeles, or how did you get from Houston to...
They somebody drive the van, and I think it's not very dangerous. I don't know, but I still I feel a bit dangerous about, because I still am in the way.
And don't speak English.
Don't speak English. And Dory. And I don't know what it looks like. I remember how it looks like. Because we can eat like regular 3 times or 2 times a day. Sometimes we ate like 1 time, or some days no food, or some days no water or something. So.
And this was 7 years ago, 10 years ago? How long have you been in the United States now?
For 6 years.
Looking back, has the country given you what you hoped? Did you find the work and the money that you hoped you would in the United States?
Help my family.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's good. I feel good to help my family. So right now I have my house. I didn't have nothing before. Right now I'm okay. So I'm ready to come back, I think.
To Guatemala?
Yeah, a little bit more, but it's okay. They need me. They still waiting for me.
So the goal in the United States was make money, take the money and buy a house for your family in Guatemala, and then save a little money for the future?
Yeah, was the goal. But I know it's not enough, because the money always they have to. Right now they're going to school, so I have to buy everything to them. So, but I think I don't have to pay rent, because I have house. So that's the best.
And do you hope for the future that they are there now better jobs in Guatemala that you can go work at, or will you need eventually to try to come back to the United States to make more money in 5 years or 10 years or something?
I would like, but right now I don't know. I don't know yet. Maybe later, because when I come back I need to start again, because nobody knows me, because it's like 6 years, and so I'm the other person. So my friends, I don't know where they are.
What has your experience been like in the United States? Have you enjoyed living here? Have you found the people here to be friendly or not friendly, or what's it been like to be here?
Uh, in San Francisco, I'm happy to be here because I find uh, the most friends. Yeah, like you, Alex, Cam, and a lot of other friends from the other. In my job, I meet with good person, very nice persons, and I have some experience with like Mexican people, Salvadorian. They are not very good persons. Yeah, sometimes I worked for them for a while, like 2 months or few days, but they don't pay me. So that's why I don't like it.
Hmm.
Yeah, sometimes they pay me like $50 a day, and I work for like 10 hours. And in San Francisco, that's not okay.
Hmm.
In LA, I was in LA for a year, and also I work for like 6 hours a day during 5 days. And I remember he gave my check for like $120, and I can understand this is United States. Why they pay me? I know, I understand. I know a lot about this kind of jobs, but I know I help a lot. But when I work in here with different people, and they pay me just regular, that's okay. Just the minimum.
What do you miss about Guatemala? I mean, when you go back, are you most looking forward to the food, to seeing your family? I mean, during the 6 years you've been in the United States, my understanding is that you haven't really been able to know your children or talk to your wife. What are the major things that you hope for when you go back to Guatemala?
I want to do everything. I miss her food. I'm boring about everything. Like always, I had to buy and different kind of food. It's always eat the same thing, and yeah, for the soccer with my family, they had team soccer, and every weekend we played. We we do some barbecue and like every weekend or twice a month, but not here. So I, I miss that. And yeah, my family, my father, my mother, everything. So now they are, my children are growing up. They are, yeah, they want um me. I play with them. Yeah, when we talking, they always ask me when you come back or something. This kind of questions. Or what do you do when you come back? Yeah.
Last question I want to ask you. Are you, looking back, are you happy you came to the United States? Was it worth the risk and the difficulties and the challenges to come here for 6 or 7 or however many years you'll be here? Are you happy that you came here?
Sure. Yeah, I'm very happy for everything. It's also it was one of my dreams. Yeah, I when I was young, I thinking I wanna be there. Yeah, and long time ago, like 4 or 3 years, I was thinking I'm in United States, and so I remember when I was like 10 or 11. Yeah, I'm thinking, why not? Why I can go over there? Because it was difficult. But I'm thinking I never go in the United States. So 3 years ago, I'm thinking I'm in the United States. I remember that. So I'm very happy. Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming on the show and telling us about your story.
No problem.
Thanks for listening. If you're interested in learning more about The Exchange, want to listen to episodes online, or would like to reach out to the show, feel free to visit the show's website at theexchangeshow.com.